Hello and welcome. I'm James Penfold, Director of E-Mobility at Revision Energy. As the title of my presentation says, we have a huge wave of EV owners coming our way, and I'd like to provide you with the technology that lets property owners ride it. Revision was founded 20 years ago in Maine. We are a 480-person, all-employee-owned B Corp with 7 branches throughout Massachusetts, Maine, and New Hampshire. We specialize in designing, building, and significantly optimizing EV charging stations. Please think of this graph as that enormous wave barreling our way. This shows cumulative EVs registered in the US to date, starting in 2010, with year-on-year sales growth in 2023 of nearly 50%. EVs now account for approximately 10% of new car sales. Fueling this wave of EVs are landmark federal funding initiatives and ever stricter emission standards, forcing auto manufacturers to exclusively produce EVs by 2035. And at the federal level, we have a sales goal of 50% by 2030. And Massachusetts, along with all other states following the California standards, has a goal of 100% EV sales by 2035. To support this steep growth, 300 plus green communities in Massachusetts that follow the updated stretch goals are required to make parking spaces, 10 to 20% of parking spaces, EV ready. And the city of Boston now requires that projects subject to large project reviews or within parking freeze areas provide 25% of parking spaces with chargers installed, and the remaining spaces need to be EV ready. So how do building owners prepare to ride this wave? 10 years ago, EVs were a novelty and few thought they would catch on. Buildings were never designed to accommodate charging, but that was okay, as we just found ways to keep the odd EV owners happy with a free plug or two, and no one paid much attention to the additional load. As that wave of EV adoption continues inevitably toward us, this approach will no longer work. The time has come that we need to heavily lean into charging technology to meet the needs of today while allowing for future expansion tomorrow. This technology exists today, and the new hardware and software that Revision is installing is, unsurprisingly, connected to the internet. All the chargers are networked, and by this I mean they are wirelessly daisy-chained. The hardware and software provide a multitude of customizable load management features. The software platform is open and interoperable and provides drivers with a user-friendly app and the management with a dashboard so payments can be processed. If you use an experienced charging specialist to design and configure the system, you can potentially offer charging to all of the parking spaces without needing a gigawatt-sized service. We can configure your stations to power share the maximum available capacity among all chargers so that every car gets the charge it needs, whether that be before the morning commute or at the end of the workday. Other key features include peak shaving to flatten the load curve during grid or building peak hours, and curtailing power as part of utility programs like Connected Solutions and the Clean Peak Energy Standard. And the software platform will overall allow you to better manage charging through multiple functions. Revision is experienced with the technology, and as part of our optimization services, we can take care of all the design and configuration. Now, you may be wondering how to incorporate this into your budget. Right now is the most generous time to take advantage of the numerous financial incentives on offer. Revision can help your project qualify and navigate the application process for the federal 30C tax credit, the state EVIP incentives, and the very generous utility charging programs. If you have any questions about navigating this technology and the incentives, Revision can help. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you for your time.